Good morning to all of you, dear students. Our topic is present perfect continuous. That means in U1 and U2, I have told you about the tenses. That I will once again remind you that tense has been derived from the word time. It shows the time of action. That means in which time we have done our work, we have done our action. So these tenses are generally or basically divided into three parts. That is the present, past and the future. The present tense is that tense which shows that the action is going on at the present. That means the action has been started but not completed or finished. Whereas the past tense, the second type of tense, it shows us that the action has been completed or finished in the past time. That means the action is not going on at the present. It has been done in the past and also completed in the past. Now, the third type is the future tense. It is that tense which shows us that the action will be done in the coming time, that is, in the future. It means neither we have started our action and where we have not started it, naturally we have not completed or finished it. But we are going to start it. We are going to do it in the coming time, that is the future. And then these three tenses, that is present, second one past, and third one future. These are further divided into four tenses. That is simple, first one, or indefinite, second one, perfect, third one, continuous, and fourth one, perfect continuous. These are the four types of tenses. Tenses, I once again repeat it, they are basically divided into three types, that is present, past and future. And all the three tenses, that is present, past and future, they are further divided into four types. First one is the simple, or it is also called as the indefinite. Second one is the perfect, third one is the continuous, and fourth one is the perfect continuous. That means every tense, present, it has all the four types, past, it has all the four types, and future, it also has all the four types. So in other words, we can say simple present or present indefinite is the one. Second one, present perfect. Two, third one, present continuous. Again, fourth one, present perfect continuous. These are the four types of present tense. Similarly, the past is also divided into the same four types: simple past, or we can say past indefinite, past perfect, past continuous, and past perfect continuous. Means 8. Then future is also divided into four types, all the same four types: future indefinite, or we can say simple future, future perfect, future continuous, and future perfect continuous. In short, we can say tenses are generally of 12 types. Once again, I will repeat. First one, simple present or present indefinite. Second one, present perfect. Third one, present continuous. Fourth one, present perfect continuous. Fifth one, simple past or past indefinite. Sixth one, past perfect. Seventh, past continuous. Eighth, past perfect continuous. Similarly, future, simple future or future indefinite. Ninth, future perfect. 10, future continuous. 11, future perfect continuous. So, there are total 12 tenses in English language. We have 12 tenses in total. And among these 12 tenses, we have in U1 and U2, we have completed simple present, we have completed simple past, and we have completed simple future. And now that we are going to start in T1, that is the present perfect continuous. It is that tense which shows that the action that began in the past is continuing up to the present moment. As present perfect continuous. It is that tense which shows that the action that began in the past is continuing up to the present moment. That means the action has been started in the past but is not completed or finished yet, but is still yet going on. It is going on at the time of speaking. It has been started sometime earlier in the past, but is not completed or finished, but is going on up to the present. This is called the present perfect tense. As I have been standing for my friend for 2 hours. Not standing, you say waiting. I have been waiting for my friend for 2 hours. The action has been started before 2 hours. For my friend for 2 hours, that means I am waiting for my friend for 2 hours. I have started my action, that is the waiting for my friend before 2 hours. From 2 hours I am waiting for my friend, I am still yet. waiting for my friend. After completing 2 hours, I am still yet waiting for my friend, and this shows that this action, that means the action of waiting, has begun before 2 years, has been started before 2 years, but is not still yet completing. It is still yet going on. That means I am still yet waiting for my friend. For 2 hours I am waiting for my friend. I have not completed this action still yet. I am still yet waiting for my friend. I have not completed it. And this tense is called the present perfect tense. Second example. The boys have been playing since 9 a.m. The second sentence of present perfect continuous is that the boys have been playing since 9 a.m. That means the boys have played to start at 9 a.m. but they are still yet playing. Whether it is 10 now, it is 11 a.m., it is 12 noon, they are still yet playing. They have started their game, they have started their playing at 9 a.m. but they have not completed or finished their game still yet. They are still yet, at the time of speaking, they are still yet playing this game. So, the tense which shows this kind of action, that is, the action has been started sometime earlier in the past and is present and is continuous and is continuing up to the present moment. This tense is called the present perfect continuous. Similarly, third example. He has been working in the school for 5 years. He has been working in the school for 5 years. That means he has started his work in the school before 5 years and is still yet working in the same school. The action has been started 5 years before but is continuing up to the present. That means he is still yet working in the school or in the factory. And this kind of tense is called as the perfect continuous, present perfect continuous tense. Once again I will repeat, I will remind you that it is that tense which shows that the action that began in the past or the action has been started in the past and is continuing and is going on and is still yet going on up to the present moment. That means the action has not been finished or completed yet. It is still yet going on. As I have given you example, I have been waiting for my friend for 2 hours. The boys have been playing since 9 a.m. He has been working in the school for 5 years. And in these three sentences, I have at one place written for, since and for. There is a difference. Use of since and for. For is used with the period of time. For is used with the period of time. Since is used with the This thing you have to remember that when we will write period of time means 5 minutes, 5 hours, 2 hours, 1 week, 1 month, 10 years. This is all the period of time. And point of time means 2 p.m., 11 a.m., noon. Similarly, last Monday, 1st of June, 1st of April. This is called as the point of time. And you have to remember here when you will write in the sentences for is used for the period of time and since is used for the point of time. And the format for this tense for present perfect continuous assertive sentences is subject plus have has plus been plus first form of verb, or we can say V1 plus ing plus complement. This is the present perfect continuous tense and it is format in assertive sentences, or we can say in affirmative sentences. Then there are the other formats, that is in negative, in interrogative. They are the format of this present perfect continuous is different. In negative, in interrogative, in exclamative, but in assertive sentences, it is formatted. First is dot subject, then have or has, then been, then first form of verb, then ing, then complement, that is the rest of sentence. And have and has. Has is used with the third person singular. Only with the third person singular. Has. Only with the third person singular. While as have is used with first person, both singular and plural, second person, both singular and plural, and third person plural. Have or has. Sometimes it depends upon the subject. If the subject will be third person singular, then has is used. And if the subject will be first person, whether singular or plural, second person singular or plural, third person plural, then have is used. And this is the format of present perfect continuous for the assertive sentences. Thanks for today.